This is the Australian Fishing Championships, the road to Toombra. 11 of Australia's elite brim, bass and barramundi anglers have been assembled to form 4 powerhouse teams. Each team has been equipped with the latest high-performance tournament angling craft matched with the most powerful engine and the latest innovations in fishing tackle. We've chosen 6 of the most challenging locations on the eastern seaboard to test the expertise of our pros. Foster, the oyster capital of Australia. The unspoiled waterways of Nambucca Heads. Majestic Mondrian Dam just north of Bundaberg. An old AFC favourite, picturesque Cania Dam. And Awunga Dam, home to some of the biggest barramundi in Australia. Our final destination and the location where our champions will be crowned is the mighty Toombra Dam. Here, warm, tranquil waters providing an ideal environment for huge barramundi in excess of a metre. It's not about luck, it's not about chance, it's about skill, knowledge and the sheer determination to become this year's Australian Fishing Champions.
Hi, I'm Steve Starling and welcome to spectacular Cania Gorge National Park in Queensland for round 4 of the Australian Fishing Championships, the road to Toombra. This is a really critical round for us. It's the last of our 2 bass rounds, and at the end of the day, one of our 4 bass pros will be relegated from the series for next year. I'm here with a man who knows all about the pressures of competitive sport, former MotoGP legend Daryl Beattie. Daryl, it's a big day.
Starlo, you can really feel how much it's starting to heat up here. We've already seen Tim the Brim Morgan from Team Hummingbird eliminated from the Brim competition after 5 consecutive years. But he really showed at Mondrian how good an angler he really is, and he landed the only legal bass out of all 4 anglers for the day.
Absolutely. Mondrian will go down in AFC history as our toughest ever round. But we deliberately chose 6 really challenging venues for this year's AFC series just to make these guys work hard. And they'll be working hard out there today. And with only 6 points separating our leaders from our tail enders, anything could happen. It's do or die day. Team Berkeley are sitting at the top of the leaderboard and actually have been since the start of this year's series. They have 25 championship points. Team Mercury are only 2 points behind after receiving 6 points for equal second place in the last event. On the way up the ladder is Team Hummingbird, from 4th place to 3rd after Tim Morgan's hard-fought win at Mondrian. They've got 21 championship points. In last place is Team Club Marine. They slipped back a place last round. They sit on 19 points. But with a maximum 12 points on offer this round and only 6 points separating first from last, the championship race is getting really tight. But last round our pros were well and truly beaten by mighty Mondrian. Adam Reuter has a few ideas why the day was so tough.
Last week at Lake Mondrian would have to go down as one of the hardest fish rounds in AFC history. But who do we look to for the answers as to why the bass was so elusive? The fish? The anglers, the weather? Well, truth be known, it could be all of the above. Personally, I think the bass just weren't where they were supposed to be. This can be attributed to the increase in water temperature and the fact that big barramundi had moved into the prime feeding areas and displaced the bass into deeper waters. You see, the barramundi will feed on bass given the chance, so when the barra are on the hunt, the bass bite shuts down. So maybe if our anglers had a little bit more time on the water to work out where the bass were, the tallies might have looked a little different at the end of the day. But as we say on AFC Outdoors, that is tournament fishing.
Lake Cania may well be the smallest arena in the AFC, but there's still plenty of water here and lots of fish-holding habitat. And these Australian bass are well spread through the dam. I suspect we're going to see our pros using a lot of spinner baits and lipless crankbaits to cover as much water as possible and hopefully catch as many of these fish as possible, looking for those 2 big kickers that are going to give them a winning bag.
over the start line at the moment. This is one of my favourite venues and one of the most anticipated arenas this series. Daryl's down on the start line. Daryl?
Well, cheers, Adam. I'm here with the winner of this event last year, Harry Watson, and only 90 grams separated the top 3 anglers. Harry, you've got to be looking forward to Cania. It was a struggle at the last event. Will we see some good surface action?
Yeah, Daryl, it was a real struggle at the last event. We usually catch a lot of fish here, so it should be good fun, and hopefully we'll get a bit of surface action, and hopefully we'll get some big fish.
Well, good luck, mate. One angler that would love to have a win today is Carl Jochimson from Team Club Marine. Starlo, you're with Carl at the moment.
Thanks, Adam. Yeah, I'm here with Carl Jochimson. Carl, a good result for Team Club Marine today is essential to keep you guys in the running.
Absolutely, Starlo. It's do or die today. I've got that much fire running through me blood. The adrenaline's pumping. I just can't wait to get out there. I want this one bad.
Well, there's 2 very experienced anglers who definitely need a good performance here today. There's 2 other pros fishing Cania. Let's hear what tricks they've got up their sleeves.
Yesterday's pre-fish was pretty tough. I've watched the AFC the last couple of years on TV, and the guys have caught heaps of fish. I struggled out there a bit yesterday. I'll be happy to go out there today and get 2 kilos.
I'll be starting off with a spinnerbait, use that in the pre-fish, and then after that, when it gets a little bit warmer, I'm going to change to a soft jackal. I'm going to fish that in about 15 to 20 foot of water, and that'll get me that big fish hopefully.
Yeah, this year will be by far the toughest round at Cania. The fish aren't feeding as well, and they're not as fat, so you just got to have that one lucky bite and get that decent one over a kilo.
Today my lure selection will be fairly diverse. I'll be using a beetle spin there with a Berkeley soft plastic on it. I'll be using a TN60 jackal. If the fish are up on the surface in the morning, I'll be using an SK pop and then a jackal jerkbait.
With the 3 of us up for relegation, I think, look, whoever gets there and whoever gets knocked out, I don't think it's any blight on their reputation. I think it's everyone's deserved their spot here, and it's been a real tough series this year with the Mondrian round, only 1 fish caught, so it's going to be a little bit of luck, and hopefully that luck comes my way.